guys, it's Tutor Maxwell here and welcome to another edition of TNA Make an Impact as we head on the road to TNA Slammiversary, one of TNA's biggest pay-per-views of the year. One of those pay-per-views that I believe will take us firmly in the direction of becoming a national company. Now obviously we're building up a lot of our mid-card today and a lot of our lower card as well, so hopefully we get a few of them over. And as I say, I'm hoping that we can cause a little surprise here with a debut or a re-debut. Someone that was available to sign, I just felt was too good an option not to turn down basically. So hopefully you guys enjoy the show. As I say, again getting over a couple of acts, bringing in new faces and just generally preparing ourselves for life when we get to National. Here it is, it's TNA Make an Impact. The last episode of May 2017. So we start the show in front of 7,000, a sellout in Joseph G. Eccles Hall. And we have 5 men that all seem to have a vendetta with one another. Fergal Devitt the champ, Chris Jericho and AJ Styles the disputed #1 contenders, who is the main man that's going to challenge Devitt, that remains to be seen. And of course Adam Cole and Kenny Omega decided they're going to put their nose in about this, as they believe they are the next generation of stars that should be pushing towards the championship. So B+85. This will hype up our main event match tonight, which is going to be Chris Jericho and Adam Cole against Kenny Omega and AJ Styles. So good promo to start the show. B+85 is strong. Got the show off to a strong start. The crowd got hotter, and Jericho came out of it looking excellent. And the BC next storyline and the Y2 AJ storyline both gain heat from this segment. No skill improvements, but overall a positive showing. Only negative was the low heat in the BC storyline. Our opening contest was a decent match that saw Jay Lethal defeat Trevor Lee in 7 minutes and 46 by pinfall with the Lethal combination. C+69 here. We got the show, got the crowd a little bit hotter. A good matchup between one man who's going to be dominating the X Division at the moment, which is Jay Lethal, and the future Trevor Lee with 45 performance. Trevor Lee getting better at performance skills, but we're building up Jay Lethal to really make him stand out here, and is again just build up the X Division to try and bring it back to standards it's been in before. Next up, we've got a little hype video. Of course, we've got that tag team that's up and coming, Mac and Moose, Willie Mac and Moose, and this little vignette video gets an E-17, as they'll be back on Impact very soon. We then have a matchup in our Knockouts division, and it was about that had some subpar wrestling and little heat, as it saw Becky Knox defeat Amanda in 6:47 with the Hard Knocks. A D+49, Amanda was off her game. She's very raw in terms of wrestling ability, so we've got to build her up. But putting her in with Becky will get Amanda a bit more experience in the ring, and it gives some momentum for Becky Knox. No skill improvements here. 2 negatives to be expected for the rookie Amanda. Next up, we've got a promo backstage, and it is the newly formed team of the manager Liviana and Jesse, as we let's make Jesse good again, if he was good in the first place. But an E+34 promo there, as I say, we'll build him up with these kind of segments to start off his resurgent run. He's then in a match where he takes on Braxton Sutter. 6:05 he gets the win with the stunner. So Liviana could be the woman that makes Jesse great again. A good win from there. It cooled the crowd a little. E+33 is maybe not great, but you got to start from somewhere, and we've got to build them right up. Next up, we have a statement from our general manager, one of our 50% owners, Brandy Reynolds, and she decides today we're going to have a national championship match, and it is going to be between the champ Shibata and his challenger tonight is going to be the one and only Bobby Roode. This brings a C63 rating, a good rating there, as we look forward to what should be a good matchup later tonight. Next up, we have an extremely short matchup where Stu Barrett destroys another opponent. This time it's DJ Zema Ion in 4:32 by pinfall with the Wasteland. C61's okay, it got the crowd hotter again. Barrett continuing to be dominant, and again seeks a challenge. No skill improvements and a few negatives there for DJ Zema Ion. So what is next for Barrett? Well, he cuts a promo, he just says this, he's getting sick of this. He's fed up of facing nobodies all the time. It's a case of give him some competition, or he just wants a title shot. So B83, a very solid promo from the man they call Stu Barrett. However, his challenge is then accepted. DJ Zemion has been beaten up by Barrett, who says, "I want competition." We have a returning Samoan submission machine, Samoa Joe. Guy was a free agent. NXT weren't going to renew his contract, so I thought, let's bring Samoa Joe back, and Joe is going to kill Barrett. So D plus 50, because we have to get Joe's overness up again. His new gimmick, or the gimmick we brought back, the Samoan submission machine, is a very good rating. Zemion looked terrible here because he was the jobber, or the enhancement talent, and Stu Barrett looked really good. So good segment there. Samoa Joe's back in TNA. What do you think of that, guys? Am I bringing back too many guys? Let me know what you think. But next up, we have some singles action, and it saw good wrestling, a decent reaction from the crowd, as we saw Rey Mysterio Jr. defeat Mike Bennett in 8:49 by countout. A solid B-76 here. Of course, this is a feud for the Tag Team Championships, but I think Mysterio needs the victory, but I do want to protect the Miracle Mike Bennett, so he only loses by count out here, but his in-ring performances are getting better. No skill improvements in this instance, negative, just the poor momentum of Mysterio, so hopefully we can build up him and Phoenix again. Next up, we had that matchup for the National Championship, and that also had great wrestling and good heat. And we saw Bobby Roode defeat Shibata in 13:57, also by count out. Bit disappointed as 2 count out victories in a row, but I feel like we have to protect our heels here who we're trying to put over, and it gives our faces in peril, a chance, that they've got the wins, but they haven't been able to do the job, so they're going to keep wanting to fight on. But a solid B82 matchup here, and the best thing is this is without a storyline, so maybe we could build something. Roode with 71, Shibata 79, Bobby Roode improving his performance skills. And we look there, capped for a short match length, so maybe we could push that into possibly maybe an A with a good bit of a feud behind it and a bit more overness. After the match, with Shibata running away before Bobby Roode can get his hands on him, so that's teasing this feud here, and that's a C plus 68. We then see Fergal Devitt in action, and it was about the had fantastic heat and great wrestling, and it was him defeating Yujiro Takahashi in 11:45 with a flying double stomp. Solid B82, Devitt bringing it with a 90, Takahashi's 59. No skill improvements here, just a good matchup for the champ to be in action. Yujiro just did with another great performance. He's done really well. I should probably build him up a lot more. Struggling with fatigue and poor momentum. A good win makes the champ look strong. He then has a segment where he's out to do colour commentary for a big main event match, scouting future opponents, which gets a B-75. And the main event matchup was superb, and it saw AJ Styles and Kenny Omega defeat the team of Adam Cole and Chris Jericho in 13:42, when AJ Styles defeated Adam Cole by pinfall while using underhanded tactics. Kenny Omega was a weak link, of course we need to build up Kenny in this, similar to my WWE save. But the B79 is a promising main event. Everybody's ratings there are pretty respectable. Kenny we can improve, and the BC storyline advances and gains heat. A good bit of momentum for AJ and Kenny. Kenny improves his performance skills, and the few negatives there are mostly the veterans for declining physical ability. And how do you end the show when you don't know who your number one contenders are? Let's just have a mega ass brawl. It starts with Devitt and Styles getting in it. They just start squaring off, unhappy about something. They start fighting. Chris Jericho jumps in, and then of course we've got this feud between Omega and Cole. Sees it having a 5-man brawl all the way to the back, and therefore we end up having all the wrestlers from TNA, management, road agents, officials, all trying to separate them, as we have a solid A91 segment to end the show. So Jericho came across well, Kenny Omega performed poorly, but both storylines gain a bit of heat here, as we look to put on a stellar match for the big pay-per-view. Still unsure which way I'm going to go. We could have a triple threat in a singles match, however, there's 5 of them. Do we bring back the King of the Mountain? Where's Jeff Jarrett when you need him? But overall, solid B81, does the job, and continues to gain popularity and importance in the regions that we have television deals in. So good finish to May. So look there, and struck gold with the show, that's good to see. Takahashi wants a break, Braxton Sutter wants a win, and a 5.65 rating. So overall, pretty pleased with that. A few people unhappy. I do need to sort that, but it is all people we're not really using and people I would like to phase out. Plus half our X division, it seems there. But as I say, we now have a 2-week run to Slammiversary, and then it's a 5-week run up until Destination X after that. So hopefully next week's show will probably have some of the cards set in stone for Slammiversary, and then more so the week after. But looking forward to that, and hopefully it can be a good pay-per-view, as it is one of the 3 other pay-per-views TNA has. Overall, pretty happy. We continue to get our popularity up as we get closer to that national level. And as always, guys, I can only thank you for watching. It's been deeply appreciated. If you've got any comments on the show, please let me know what you think. Any people you'd like to see push in the future. What's your thoughts on the Samoa Joe return? Are we happy? What kind of impact would you like to see Samoa Joe have going forward? And I say any likes, subscriptions, all that jazz is all deeply appreciated. So you can contact me on either Twitter at 21maxwell. You can say drop us a message there. You can also join us on the Fantasy Bookers subreddit. We're all discussing TW there. There's videos there, there's just guides, hints, tips, you name it, it's all there. And of course the Grey Dog Software Forum. So thanks as always, guys, for watching. Take it easy, and I'll see you next time for some more TNA making an impact. Bye bye.